This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected, and Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life. Good evening and welcome to the gymnasium on the campus of Auburn Riverside High School in Auburn, Washington. Tonight we have a non-league boys basketball matchup featuring the Shelton HIghclimbers at the Auburn Riverside Ravens. I'm Derek Allen, and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living Show. Auburn Riverside, out of the 4A North Puget Sound League, is 3-6 on the season. The Ravens played last night at Todd Beamer and lost to the Titans 57-54 in overtime. Shelton, out of the 3A South Sound Conference, is 6-1 after Wednesday's 64-45 conference win over North Thurston. It's a little difficult to compare these two teams as they haven't played the same teams this season, and there's no record of a past meeting. So, coming up on the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show, we talk with Shelton coach Derek Pringle. It's boys high school basketball. The Shelton HIghclimbers at the Auburn Riverside Ravens. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
And welcome back to Auburn Riverside High School. Derek Allen and Jerry Apple with you tonight, top of the stands. Behind the scorer's table for once, Jerry. It's kind of a different position. We're going to apologize in advance. Things are going to shake a little bit. We're on the bleachers, and they're not exactly secured. So if you see the cameras move, I apologize in advance. So this is the Maple Glen Senior Living pregame show. And as always, I do like to talk to Coach Derek Pringle, and yes, he is in the building tonight. And, well, this is what he had to say, if I can get to the right screen. Do that. There we go. Here's Coach.
Coach Derek Pringle, we're just joking about your day off. I'm going to say that call it a night off for you from the coaching on Wednesday. Now, obviously, you watched the game, you watched film. How do you think your guys did without you on the
they
court?
did real good. They did, Coach Sam and Coach Marshall did a good job, with their rotation, the starters, and they played all 12 guys, which was great, It was hard sitting there and watching it, because, but on the end, they stepped up and had a good outing.
I would say you call that a really good rebound from their loss.
Oh, yeah, it was. I mean, I think we had like 25 or 30 turnovers, something like that, against Timberline, and then to only have, I think we had 6
That's what our
or
game,
less.
yeah, something like that.
That was good. The ball rotation was awesome, watching them pass fast. But, using the shot clock, making good rotation, making good decisions, and their defense was stellar. I mean, they stacked it up on them, and I was really impressed and proud of them.
Tonight, a different story than North Thurston, you think? What do you know about Auburn Riverside?
I know they're kind of struggling right now. I don't know much. I know they're down right now as far as wins and losses. From doing my interview, we pretty much stack up evenly, except for we put up more numbers than they do. I think they put up 51 a game. We put up 64, 65 a game. We got 3 strong quarters. They have 2. I know they play a lot of zone. I know that, and they try to force turnovers. That's how they get their points. So our job tonight is to just play smart and exploit that zone that they give against their high 2-3 zone or that 1-2-2 zone.
So you think that they're motivated coming off their overtime loss last night?
I think they might be kind of down and looking for that victory, and they think, they 4A, we 3A, so it's like everybody think 4A is better than 3. I think basketball is basketball. But for us, we're focused. They geared into, getting another W, and it's going to be a battle, to see what we have. But they probably down a little bit because I think they lost 1 or 2 games in a row.
So when you schedule these are different teams, and I couldn't find any past history of the 2 teams playing each other. I mean, is that the reason, or is it just what's available?
They just called my AD last spring looking for a game, and we knew that we had a good solid team coming back. So he kind of Brian said, "Well, go up there and try it. Go against them. That can be a measuring tool for you." So that's what we did was use it as a measuring tool over the break to get us ready for the league games, like the Capitals and CK and all those guys at Peninsula. So I think it was a good choice that he picked this one for us, and so we can judge ourselves because we go to Vancouver next week, and we're going to get some Oregon schools. So that's going to be an eye opener too.
Let's talk about that trip down there. Some Oregon.
I'm going to just interrupt him because it kind of that interview kind of went sideways on me because I got into a lot. Really like talking to Coach Pringle. He's a blast, and we kind of get off topic a little bit. We talk about their tournament to play next week, and I didn't realize. I thought there was only 4 teams. He says there's 6 or more, and they're from Oregon schools as well. So this could be an extremely excellent opportunity to play outside of against opponents outside of the state, out of Oregon schools, because those are pretty tough schools down there from what I've been told. So that's up next week, and it's Fort Vancouver High School. It's the Fort Vancouver Holiday Tournament. Still trying to work out some whether I'm going to be able to get down there and cover some games or not, but we'll work on that. We got this game ahead of us, Auburn Riverside and the Shelton HIghclimbers, a road game, and we'll get to more from Auburn Riverside High School in a moment here on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be right back.
Hey, you.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Welcome back to Auburn Riverside High School. We're ready for some boys non-league hoops action. And let's get into the starting five, Jerry, why don't we?
Okay.
And it does seem like there's no change in the starting five, same as it was on Wednesday. It's Friday night, Wednesday night. So you have Zach Jonker. He's a 6'3" forward. Ty Thompson gets the starting nod, 6'4" junior. Jason Kenyon, a 5'8" senior. Caleb Hitzman, a 6-foot senior. And Casey Badillo Brown, he's a 5'11" senior. For the home team, it's the Ravens. I'm going to start out with Dan Ramirez, 6'1". He's a senior. Tyler Pisha, correct, Jerry?
That is correct.
That is correct. Jerry's doing the pronunciation tracking down for me tonight. He's a 6'4" junior. Julius Kane, a 5'11" junior. Javon forward. He's a 6'1" junior. Now they have him down as a wing player. Playing forward, that's kind of interesting. And then the last guy rounding out the starting five, Cole Linehan, 6'3" junior. So it's Jonker, Thompson, Kenyon, Hitzman, and Badillo Brown. Ramirez, Pisha, Kane forward, and Linehan for the Ravens. We're just moments away from tip-off. Jerry, we've been here quite a while. We've watched the C team. We've watched the JV. What do you think we're going to see tonight?
Well, I'm very optimistic that Shelton will do well tonight. Against North Thurston. On the other hand, Auburn Riverside has been struggling, like you said. They lost in overtime last night to Beamer, I believe on the Beamer court. And the thing was, they were ahead 17 points at the end of the third quarter and lost that in overtime.
So we're ready to tip this thing off, and I apologize to those watching. I had a camera mic on that shouldn't have been on, and now we're fixing that. It's been fixed. So you got Thompson, Badillo Brown, Jonker, Kenyon, and Hitzman on the court. Climbers will be in their dark red uniforms. And it's Ty and Linehan will meet in center court, and the HIghclimbers have the first possession. Here is Kenyon, near side to Hitzman. Into the corner, Badillo Brown, back to Hitzman. Down to Ty Thompson, stripped of the ball, but they're going to get a foul on, I believe that's going to go on Javon forward. First whistle of the ball game. And Jerry, we were kind of concerned we would only have 2 referees, but we have 3 tonight in this game. So Ty Thompson at the free throw line for the first of 2 shots, and he's short on the first one. And I think that's he's usually short on the first one. Consistently, just to get a measure of where the hoop is, maybe. I just think that's what he does, and I know he's going to get on my case because we'll talk about that later. Second free throw is short again. Rebound nearly stolen away, but that'll go to Pisha. And here comes Kane. Into the corner now. That's Ramirez. Down low to Linehan, out top to Kane. Kane for 3, goes in. Julian Kane and the Ravens strike first. Kenyon in backcourt, throws it to Ty Thompson, crossing midcourt, into the corner. That's Zach Junker. Junker dribbles out of the corner, up to Kenyon. High post feed, stolen away by Kane. Kane coming back the other way for the Ravens. Stops inside the three-point arc, gets it to Linehan. Linehan side of the paint on the drive. And he'll get it back to Kane, reset the offense for the Ravens. Leading 3-0 here. Just over a minute into the ball game. There's Ramirez, and that's a shot clock violation. No real urgency from Auburn Riverside in that offensive set.
And that's the first turnover for Auburn. Shelton has one turnover, and very seldom do you ever see a 30-second violation.
True.
Very seldom.
High post feed to Thompson. Kick it out of the corner, wide open three for Casey Badillo. Brown goes in, tying the ball game. Picking up where he left off. He had 16 points on Wednesday night. It's Kane in backcourt.
And he's a very good three-point shooter.
Goes to into the paint, loses the handle. It rolls over to Pisha. Pisha drives baseline up, fakes once, puts it up, and sneaks it in around Ty Thompson. Hitzman will get the ball in backcourt. Step across the timeline. Throw it to Thompson. Thompson attacks the hoops, goes to the hoop, put it up, and it went in, but they're going to call the foul before the shot.
Ty has such a nice move to the hoop.
Tyler Pisha picked up his first 2 team fouls on the Ravens. Climbers with the ball. Kenyon will get it into Ty Thompson. He's going to, he just slid that pivot foot just a little bit, Jerry.
Yep.
Just enough to draw the attention right in front of the referee, so you know he's going to get that call. Little full court press by the Climbers. Broken well. Down it goes to Linehan. Linehan, nice move in the paint. Missed the hook shot, and the rebound pulled down by Forward. Forward to bring it all out to Kane. Kane for 3, in and out. Rebound goes to Junker. Junker gets it to Hitzman. Here come the Climbers. Quickly up to Badillo Brown, down to the baseline. Baseline jumper for Ty, in and out. Rebound knocked out of bounds by the Ravens. That'll stay with the Climbers. Not as frantic of a pace, I don't think, just yet, as I expected, Jerry. Baseline inbounds for the Climbers. Kenyon will get it into the corner to Thompson, to Junker. Junker will take a 3, short. Rebound tracked down in the corner by Ty. Thompson, he'll drive baseline, and they're going to get Forward with his second foul. I didn't even see any kind of a contact at all. So 2 quick fouls on Javon Forward, and that'll bring up Sam Spashati. Is that correct?
That is right, Pishotti.
Pishotti. He'll check on for the Ravens. He's a 6-foot sophomore, and apparently the son of the superintendent. Yeah. Jerry comes up with all kinds of great nuggets when he comes with me. Nice find in the paint. Ty Thompson, good patience, puts it up and in.
Nice move.
There's Kane in backcourt, quickly gets it up. That's Ramirez. Throws it to Spashati. Nice spin move by Linehan. Took about 4 steps, though.
Second turnover on Auburn Riverside.
If he had gotten rid of it after the spin, it would have been beautiful. Yeah. But he decided to stop and try to make another move, and you can't do that. Kind of a lazy pass there. Hitzman does step across the timeline. There's a Kenyon. Kenyon side of the paint to Ty Thompson. It's going to go shuffle it to Junker. Junker will get it to Hitzman, and there's going to be a reach-in foul on Julius Kane. Got 4 team fouls
already, and we're not even halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, 14 fouls on the Ravens. It'll be sideline inbounds. Goes into backcourt to Kenyon, and Jason will bring it across. Throw it over to Hitzman near side to Ty Thompson in the paint, tied up, and they're going to call a jump ball, and that will go over as a turnover, Jerry.
Yeah, we were talking about that on the way up here. What's the definition of a turnover?
When it comes to a jump ball.
Yep.
So Kane will bring it up over to Spashati. Back to Kane. Throws it to Linehan to the baseline. Quick passes. Spashati up to Kane. Kane goes, nice move to the hoop, puts it up. Oh, it dropped out. Rebound stolen away by Jonker. Jonker saved it in bounds off of Pisha. Smart play by Zach. He was falling out of bounds. He just jumped up, threw it between his legs, and unaware was Pisha. There's Ty Thompson. Out to Kenyon. Kenyon cuts to the hoop. Rolled it out to Badillo Brown. Now to Hitzman. Finds Ty Thompson. Foul line jumper. That in and out. Rebound pulled down by Spiciotti. Spiciotti will bring it up. Nope, they'll get it to Kane. Over near side. 3 by Ramirez on the way and in. It's what I expected out of the Ravens. Quickly up the court it goes to Ty Thompson. Had to go track it down. One hands it across. Hitzman for 3. That's off the back of the iron. Rebound. Ty Thompson. One dribble. Scoop shot off the glass and in. How'd he get that one in there, Jerry? Just around the body and scooped it in. Yeah.
He's 2 for 4 from the field.
Spiciotti gets it to Kane. Kane steps across mid-court, goes to the three-point arc, puts on the jet, drives to the hoop, goes to the hoop and in.
I've been impressed with Kane.
5 points.
Quick. He's quick. Very quick.
It's kind of nonchalant.
Yeah.
There's Hitzman to the three-point arc. Throws it to Badillo Brown in the corner. Fakes the 3, drive side of the paint. Runner brimmed off, or actually bricked off the glass, and it's poked out of bounds by
Jonker.
Was it Jonker?
Yep.
He had a fist in there. Kyler Gall will step onto the court for the Climbers. And we do have a timeout on the court. I think we'll just keep it right here. My research, Jerry, I did that, I guess it was this morning. Just watching some of what the Ravens do put out there. They like to do the inside-out game. And they're really good at shooting outside, I've noticed. Especially the guys who've had the threes. Ramirez, Kane. Those are the guys who are going to shoot it.
And you're right on. They're 2 for 3 so far from the 3 beyond the three-point line.
So the Ravens will bring it in their backcourt on the baseline. Lenahan will get it in to Kane, and here they come. Kane avoiding some lunges. Stolen away by Kenyon. Kenyon alone to the hoop. Scoops and scores off the turnover. Specifically the steal. Lenahan gets it into Spiciotti. Then they'll get it to Kane. Trying to deny Kane the ball, the Climbers are.
Each team so far has 3 turnovers.
Kane working the far side. That's to, it's now to Linehan. Linehan will drive the baseline. Get it to Kane. Kane will attack behind the back dribble, changing direction. Step back, finds Ramirez. Ramirez, top of the key for 3. That's short. And saved in bounds, but to the back of the backboard. But a good effort by Cole Linehan. 2.5 minutes to go almost. And Kwame Walks will step onto the court for the Ravens. Looks like Ramirez will sit down.
Yep.
Jason Kenyon gets it up to Badillo Brown to Gall for 3. That's off. Rebound pulled down by Linehan. He'll get it to Kane, and here come the Ravens. Kane to the foul line. Pull-up jumper. Rims in. Got him down for 7 points. 3-point lead for the Ravens. Badillo Brown gets it back to Kenyon, and Jason will set the play for the Climbers. No look pass to the high post, and that is Jonker. Gall tried to drive baseline, cut off. Back to Gall. A little bit more patient in this set is Kyler. There's Jonker at the foul line out of the 2-1-2 zone. Quick passes back to Jonker. Jonker with 5 on the shot clock and 3 in the key on the Climbers. Tyler Auld will step on for Shelton, and Javon Forward is back in there for the Ravens.
And you don't see too many 3 seconds in a key called either, which is very rare.
That depends on how tight the officials play. He may be keen on that a little bit more, no pun intended. Kane, Kane just threw that a little too high for Linehan. And a turnover, and I have 4 on the Ravens.
I do too, and 4 on Shelton.
Climber ball, minute and a half to go here in the first quarter. 3-point lead for Auburn Riverside. Shelton with the ball. All gets it over to Badillo Brown. Quick passes. Kenyon with it to Jonker. going to drive, pull-up jumper at the foul line. Missed it. Gall with the rebound. Kick it out to Ald. Ald fakes the three. Steps inside the arc. Puts it up and in. Now, Tyler needs to get a little bit hotter than he was on. He didn't play a lot.
Well, he had some foul trouble
On Wednesday.
Plus, he didn't play the first half.
Yeah, he didn't play the first half, and then he just kind of ran up some fouls. 4 points the other night. There is a nice drive by forward. Blocked by Gall. Recovered by Kenyon. Up to Ald. Ald to the hoop with one hand, and it's a score off the turnover. And the Climbers are up 1. Here comes Kane up the near side. Cut off by Ald. Quick pass up to Walks. Walks pull-up jumper on the baseline. That goes on. It goes in. That's a nice little touch he has.
Yeah.
Quickly up to Gall. Is broken up by Linehan. Linehan, center of the court. He's on the run for the Ravens. Going to try to kick it to the corner, and Kane is knocked out of bounds by Gall. Good active hands. I'm very impressed with Kyler in his play when he's out there. Ramirez will return for Auburn Riverside, and the Ravens will inbounds it from the baseline.
He's replacing Kane.
Inbounds goes to Walks. Walks trying to drive on Ald. He's going to be pushed and fouled. Ald will be called with his first. And you know what? That's the first foul.
That is the first foul, the High Climbers.
You can see Coach Pringle at the very end of the bench. Some referees don't like that when they're down at the end of the bench, but that is perfectly legal. They'll be baseline inbounds with 21.1 seconds to go in the first. Inbounds to Walks. Walks will dribble up and set the play for the Ravens, leading by 1. Over goes to forward, near side. Back up to Walks, 8 on the clock. Stops in the paint. Ooh, little double pump scoop shot. Came up air ball. Rebound goes to Jonker. Jonker to Kenyon. Kenyon up to Ald. Ald will shoot the three. Ooh, rim that just off. But we're through one quarter. Auburn Riverside up 14-13 on the Climbers here in their home court. We'll be right back. This is Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
On second here. Okay, now we're back.
I thought one of the highlights of the first quarter is when Kenyon made that steal and layup. That really helped us.
Gall trying to get it down low, and he's on the baseline. That'll be a turnover, Jerry. Sorry.
Yeah, Noah Benson in the game.
That's it. I haven't even looked at the court.
Yeah, Noah Benson into the ball game, everybody. See?
Ramirez with the ball up top to Kane. Nope, I'm sorry, that was Walks. Now it's forward, back to Walks. To Ramirez. And there's Walks again, trying to set up something down low. Here goes Walks, pull-up jumper. It's open. It rimmed off. Rebound goes to Benson. Benson get it up to Hitzman. Hitzman throws it to Gall. Gall drives baseline to the hoop, puts it up, and ooh, it almost dropped in. Drew the foul, though. 5 team fouls on the Ravens. Personal foul will go on. That'll go on Nicole Linehan, his first. At the free throw line for the High Climbers is Kyler Gall. Short on the first one. You know, I'm going to say something that might not make any sense to anybody.
But all 3 free throw attempts are short?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that's because there's a wall back there. Because the High Climbers are not used to shooting with the wall back there.
That's right. It's open
in the mini dome. But Gall got the second one, and it's a tie ball game. Here comes Walks.
Well, I would say that was a good observation on your part.
Into the corner, there's Spiciotti up to Ramirez. Ramirez, nice change of direction and double pump. Oh boy, you got that to fall in with the foul. It's the second foul on the Climbers.
Yeah, Ramirez has 5 points.
That one went on Caleb Hitzman, his first. So Dan Ramirez at the free throw line, possible 3-point play. Got it. You can always tell when a shooter is also a good free throw shooter. Auld quickly takes the 3. That rims off, rebound, rolls out, pulled down by Ramirez. Up to Walks. Walks tried to stop, just too much momentum there. And it'll be a high climber ball, trailing by 3, 17-14, 6:53 to go, second quarter.
Each team has 6 turnovers.
Hitzman with the ball in backcourt, guarded by Walks. Gonna lob it across to Benson. Benson to the 3-point arc, throw it to Gall in the corner. He's gonna drive, kick it out to Auld in the corner. Eventually takes another 3. That one dropped out. Oh man, I thought for sure. Gall with the rebound. Quickly, there's Benson. Benson will take that 3. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Linehan, excuse me. And there's Walks. Walks, nobody's stopping ball really. Ooh, Gall kind of blocked that one right back. And he comes away with it up to Auld. Auld's going to attack to the hoop. He was fouled, no whistle. Rebound goes to Linehan. Linehan up the far side for the Ravens. Benson all over that. Into the corner. And Spiciotti will set it to Walks. Over goes to Ramirez. Ramirez driving into the paint, attacks the basket. He's going to be fouled from behind, but there are 3 high climbers on the play. And who got the personal? It goes on Auld. That's his second.
Yeah.
Third team foul. Ramirez at the free throw line. 6 points. Video Brown and Kenyon are up off the climber bench to check in. First free throw spun all the way around and out. And checking in is Pisha. Tyler Pisha returns for the Ravens.
Replacing Linehan.
Yeah. Ramirez second free throw. That one's off. Rebound Gall. Handed to Hitzman and get it over to Kenyon. And here come the Climbers. Trailing by 3. Hitzman. Over to Kenyon. To Hitzman. To Badillo Brown. He'll drive the paint, bounce it to Benson in the corner. Hitzman will take the 3 from the elbow. That goes in. Caleb with his first basket of the night. Tie ball game. Walks
second 3-pointer for the High Climbers.
Walks will bring it up for the Ravens. Swing it over, that's this Spiciotti. Walks for 3. That one's off. Rebound, Badillo Brown will just let it roll out of bounds. Now it'll go over to the Climbers. Casey will inbounds it to Kenyon. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the half. Benson to the 3-point arc. Inside the arc for a pull-up jumper. Noah with his first basket. And the Climbers are up 2 at the 5-minute mark. Here's Walks. Over to forward, back in the ball game, working with the 2 fouls. Ramirez 3 in the corner, swish.
He has a very nice touch.
Kenyon straddles the mid-court stripe. I think he got away with an over and back there.
That's Ramirez's second 3-pointer.
Here's Hitzman. Hitzman over to Benson. Benson for 3. And we have a offensive foul. No foul. I'm not sure. Well, I guess maybe Vincent with the long legs was stepping on the sideline. That's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah, I didn't quite understand that one.
Pisha up to forward. Over to Spiciotti to Pisha. Pisha's going to back down Badillo Brown, get it to Walks at the top for 3. That one's off the mark. Rebound Kenyon skies in there. Here comes Jason. Ooh, lost a handle on the ball. Oh, almost stolen away. Ball still free. Kenyon comes away with it, and what are we going to get? A timeout by the Climbers. We'll step aside with 4:03 to go here in the half. Ravens up 1. We'll be right back.
Here's a quick quiz to get quick help when you call 911. Should you answer all operators' questions about your emergency and location? Should you stay on the line? Should you listen to information about how to help yourself? 911 gets thousands of calls each day. Operators are trained to ask questions so the right type of help is sent to each emergency. Always answer questions and listen to instructions. Never hang up. Help 911 help you.
Climber ball coming out of the timeout.
That was the first time out of the game, and that was on Shelton. And it was a very good call by our coach on that situation.
There's Badillo Brown driving to the basket. He was fouled, but no whistle on that. Rebound pulled down by Pisha. Pisha will get it to Walks, and here come the Ravens with a 1-point lead. Walks looking for Ramirez, throws it over to forward. Spicciotti's going to drive. Oh, they're going to get Hitzman with an elbow. And quickly, the fouls are starting. Starting to even out here. I was going to say.
Yeah, 5 on Riverside and 4
on the Climbers. Yeah. So Ty Thompson will step back onto the court. And who else came in? I guess Gall will sit down. Somebody else came on, Jerry. It was Jonker. There he is.
Okay.
Right there in the middle of the court, and I couldn't see him. Baseline inbounds for the Ravens. Left of the backboard. Forward will trigger the play looking for Walks. Walks gets it in beyond the 3-point arc. He's going to turn around, set the offense. Hand it off to forward. Forward throws it to Ramirez. Going to drive, kick it to forward. To top the key for 3. Short. Rebound goes to Benson. Benson looks around and puts it on the floor. Quickly up to Thompson. Thompson wisely turns around, gets it to Kenyon to reset the play. Or actually set up the play, I should say. Badillo Brown. Back over to Kenyon. Back to Casey. Looking for the corner. Finds Ty Thompson side of the paint, puts it up and in, and the foul. Now Ty needs to hit his free throw. And the personal foul will go on Sam Pisciotti, his first. 16 fouls on the Ravens. Linehan will step back onto the court and replace Pisciotti, as Ty Thompson has a free throw, possible 3-point play. 6 points so far tonight, but he's 0 for 2 at the free throw line. Make it 0 for 3. Linehan with a rebound. Here comes Walks. Walks, swing it over to forward. Down to Ramirez. Ramirez off the switch. And there's Walks. Walks, lots of time to work. 2.5 minutes to go in the half. Walks splits a double team over to Linehan. Up to Pisha. Pisha at the foul line, backing down, finds Walks at the top of the key. 5 on the shot clock. Walks has got to do something, and then Climbers just bailed him out.
Yeah.
The shot clock was winding down.
We were very close to another 30-second violation.
It's not 1-and-1, guys. It's only 5. And Badillo Brown picked up his first. Interesting setup I've noticed about the Ravens. They just stack up at the top of the key at the 3, beyond the 3-point arc. I've never seen this particular formation. Oh, Walks just slipped.
Well, I've seen the formation when you're down lower.
Yeah. Oh,
but
boy.
I've never seen it that far up, high up on the key.
Pisha draws his second foul on Badillo Brown. That'll be 6 team fouls on the Climbers, 6 on the Ravens. And here comes Julius Kane. Walks will get a rest. Linehan will inbound it from the baseline, left of the backboard. And they're stacked up beyond the 3-point arc. Lob it into Kane. Kane will set the play. Way out by midcourt.
Throw it to forward. Up top goes to Pisha. Now to Kane. Kane for 3. That one rimmed off the top of the backboard. And there's going to be a foul on the Ravens. We'll walk to the other end and shoot a 1-and-1. Who's the foul on, Jerry? Oh, it's going to go on Ramirez. Is his first?
First one on him. And
7th team foul.
Yep.
So Kenyon's at the free throw line for 1 plus the bonus if you can hit the first one. And this is critical. You got to hit your first end of the 1-and-1 in every situation.
Yes.
And Jason did not. Rebound pulled down by Linehan. Handed off to Pisha, and here comes Kane. Kane drives in, kicks the corner to Ramirez. I'm sorry, that's forward, and he gets the ball back out there. Kane just shuffling around, trying to find a hole to drive in. The Climbers with a 1-point lead. The Ravens with the ball, minute 35 to go here in the half. Linehan pulled the ball down. Going to go right to the hoop, put it up. A little too hard. And Pisha flew in there to grab the rebound. There's a whistle, and I believe it's going to go on the Ravens. It has to go on Pisha. He just kind of flew right in there. Yep. That'll be Tyler's second. And that's 8 team fouls on the Ravens. Casey Badillo-Brown is at the free throw line for the first of a 1-and-1. Minute 28 to go in the half. 1-point lead for Shelton.
And the foul shot is good, and that's the 4th point for Badillo-Brown.
Gives the Climbers the 2-point lead. And he got them both.
Yep.
Here comes Kane for the Ravens. He sets up way outside, out top, over to forward. There's Pisha. Back to forward, working that far corner. Going to drive baseline. Throw it to Kane. 3 at the top of the key. Ooh, that's off. Rebound, Jonker. Jonker will put it on the floor, bring it up himself. Get it to Kenyon. Kenyon speeds to the three-point arc. Finds Ty Thompson at the baseline. Ty's going to drive in. Get a pass to Jonker. Kick it out to Casey Badillo-Brown for 3. That's off. Rebound forward for the Ravens. And he's going to bring it up to Linehan. Linehan stops, and that's a crossover that should have been a travel, but they're going to call a foul on the Climbers. So I've seen that more and more this season is the jump stop, and I think they call it the Euro step, and some referees let you get away with it, some don't. I've seen a lot more of letting them get away with it.
I do too. I would agree with you there.
Jonker picked up his first personal foul. At the free throw line, it's Cole Linehan, and he hit the first free throw. We'll get another one. .6 seconds to go in the half. And second free throw goes in for Cole, give him 2 points. And it leaves 1 for Shelton. Quickly, the High Climbers break the press. Noah Benson back at the ball game, hand the ball. Badillo-Brown now with it. Down to Jonker on the baseline. Trying to look at, skip it to Benson. Benson for 3 in the corner. That one rimmed off, rebound forward. Forward will put it on the floor, getting by Jonker, and Jonker's going to be called for a second foul on that. I don't know why Zach didn't back off. Kyler Gall up off the Climber bench. At the free throw line is going to be forward. First of a 1-and-1. So Jonker sits down, and Gall is in there. First free throw rimmed off. Rebound goes to Ty Thompson. He's going to push it up the floor. Kick it to Benson. Benson to the corner to Kenyon. Back to Benson. Noah puts it on the floor. Finds Badillo-Brown. One hands it back to Kenyon. Bounces to Ty Thompson. He's going to attack the hoop. Put it up through a double team. Miss a shot forward with the rebound. Throws it up to Kane. Kane's going to behind the back pass to Ramirez. And Gall got a lot of ball, but got called with the foul. And he knows it. That'll be Kyler's first.
So Ramirez at the free throw line. 9 points. He's 1 for 3. Got the first one.
He has a very nice shot. It's very smooth.
6.4 seconds to go in the half. Tie ball game at 23. Non-league action tonight from Auburn Riverside High School. Second free throw goes in, giving the Ravens a 1-point lead. Quickly up to Benson. Benson throws it across the court to Badillo Brown. He'll launch another one at the buzzer. Just hit the front of the rim, and we're at half, Jerry. The Ravens up by 1, 24-23. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show in a moment as we're halfway through the ball game with Auburn Riverside leading 24-23. We'll be back.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is the only media outlet in Mason County providing live broadcasts of high school basketball, and sponsorships are available. Advertise your business, promote an event, let everyone know you support our student athletes. Contact Mason Web TV right now for advertising options.
All right, Jerry, we're back here at the Maple Glen Senior Living, the halftime show. 24-23, the Auburn Riverside Ravens on top by 1. This has been a very close game, Jerry. A little slower pace than I anticipated.
Yeah, much slower.
I expected
than the last game.
Yeah, a lot. Well, I just expected some more running out of Auburn Riverside, just from what I noticed. Anyways, the Ravens are being led by Dan Ramirez. He has 11 points. Julius Kane has 5. 2 for Kwame Walks, and 2 free throws for Cole Linehan. For the HIghclimbers, they're being led by Ty Thompson, 6 points. 5 for Casey Badillo Brown. 4 for Tyler Auld. 2 apiece for Noah Benson and Jason Kenyon. A 3 for Caleb Hitzman, and a free throw for Kyler Gall. You have still counting up things, Jerry?
Just about done.
Well, okay, we'll take another timeout. We'll be back with more here. It's halftime at Auburn Riverside High School. 24-23, the halftime score. Ravens up by 1 on the Climbers on the road. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Look at you. You're at the top of your game. You're unstoppable. Nothing can throw you off track. Wait, is that your car? Uh-oh. Yeah, I saw that coming. That will throw you off track. You're looking at around 10 grand in fines, legal fees, and increased insurance rates. Let's try this again. Smart move. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
And we're back here at Auburn Riverside High School. Halftime score, Auburn Riverside Ravens 24, Shelton HIghclimbers 23. Jerry Apple has a few more statistics to pass along.
I do. Starting with Shelton, they have made 9 attempts, made 9 shots out of 25 attempts. 9 out of 25 for 36%.
Okay.
Their leading rebounder that I have it kind of spaced between Jonker and Badil Brown and Thompson.
Okay.
I think each of them has had several rebounds. They've had 7 turnovers. The HIghclimber boys have. They've made 3 for 8. Now this is something that's very important in the second half. If we get into a situation where we've got 1-on-1, we're going to have to make those.
Right.
This is going to be a close game, obviously. 3 for 8 is not a good percentage. Like I said, I think it's nice when you can make 70% of your foul shots.
Right.
And that's a little bit of an Achilles heel right now for the HIghclimbers. They cut down on their number of turnovers in the second quarter. So that's good news, but they got 7 for the half. A couple things. I thought one of the key plays that kept Shelton in this ball game was the steal by Kenyon and then made that layup. That was really important. We have cut down on the number of turnovers in the second half, or second quarter, like I said. Shelton has 4, 5 good 3-point shooters, but tonight they're only 2 for 12.
Right.
And so that's about 16.6%.
Well, they were so on Wednesday night. I mean, just about everything they threw up there from three-point land was falling in on Wednesday, and not the case here. Again, I want to go back to the sight distance from the hoop in the mini dome. It's open. There's a wall, but it's not even noticeable really when you're shooting. Here is your typical gym, and that might have a little bit of an impact.
Especially when we noticed a lot of the shots have been short.
Right.
And I'm not sure if that's not because we're not using the legs enough, we're not reaching through on the form. I'm not sure, but yeah, we are short on a lot of our shots.
The thing to just point out, this is something that happens in a lot of state tournaments. If you've been to, like the Tacoma Dome or even the Sun Dome in Yakima, there's a curtain that goes between the 2 courts because they run 2 courts. And sometimes the free throw shooting is similar where it's come up short because of one end is open, one end has a curtain there.
Well, it's a very good observation on your part on that. As far as Auburn Riverside, they're ahead by 1. They are 8 for 20 from the field for 40%. They've had, I would say that rebounding is pretty even. I would give the edge to Auburn Riverside tonight. And I mentioned the turnovers, 6 for them.
Right.
They're 5 for 8 from the foul line. Now, Auburn Riverside is at 30% from the 3-point area. They're 3 for 10. and 5 for 10 from inside the three-point line. So give the edge to shooting. Auburn Riverside has a couple nice outside shooters who have a really nice touch. Ramirez, very soft touch. Same with Kane. Linehan is the leading rebounder for Auburn Riverside. And trying to think of anything else. I just think the key to the second half is going to be to keep those turnovers down and make our foul shots and maybe gain a little. I think once we make 1 or 2 three-pointers, you're going to gain your confidence.
And open it up a little bit.
Well,
that can go on both sides, Jerry. You know, neither team are really shooting well from 3, and both teams kind of rely on the 3. So if something starts going, then one team is, whichever team's going to get hot beyond 3 will probably pull this one out.
Yeah.
But we still have a lot of basketball to play. It's a 1-point game with Ravens leading by that 1 point, 24-23. Climbers are out there. Let's see, we got Jonker, Thompson, Badillo Brown, Hitzman, and Kenyon. For the Ravens,
I'll show you the stats after.
We've got Linehan, Ramirez, Kane, forward, and I believe that's going to be, well, no, it's got to be Pisha. Kane will have the ball as Ravens will have it. Ramirez, nice little slide step and put up a shot that just came up short. Rebound saved in bounds to Jonker. Jonker will hand it off to Kenyon. Here come the Climbers. Quickly up to Thompson. Throw it up top. Quick pass to Hitzman. Finds the cutter. That's Thompson. Nice hands. Ty right to the hoop. Puts it up and in. That's 8 points for Ty.
He is so effective inside.
There's Kane with the ball. Throw it near side to forward. Forward gets a screen for Linehan. They'll bounce to Linehan on the baseline. Nice move by Linehan right to the hoop, up and in. That was a quick move for a big guy, Jerry.
Yes.
Hitzman splits a double team and throws it to Kenyon. Over to Badillo Brown. Back to Kenyon. Kenyon leaves it for Thompson off the glass, up and in. High off the glass. Ty using his body and his awareness to keep that ball from being blocked. Here comes forward with a spin in back court. He'll kick it to Linehan at the elbow for the jumper. Swish.
Yeah, Linehan's made both of his attempts.
Here's Badillo Brown. Kick it out to the corner to Jonker. Fakes the 3, finds Thompson. Splitting the double team, rolls it in. Ty this is the pace that I expected from the beginning, Jerry. It's a little more.
Yeah, it is a little bit fast, much faster. Or
at least for that point. There's Ramirez getting the screen from Linehan and the switch. Bounces it over to Linehan. Linehan, step back for 3. Ooh, in and out. Rebound goes to Kenyon. Here comes Jason pushing the pace for the High Climbers. Up to Thompson to the hoop. Blocked from behind by Pisha, but I think Pisha's going to be called for the foul. That'll be 3 on him.
Yep.
1 point lead for the Climbers. Yep, it did go on Pisha. Ty Thompson at the free throw line. He's got 12 points, but he's 0 for 3 at the free throw line so far tonight. 0 for 4.
Yeah.
Again, that's something Ty has to work on, is hitting his free throws, especially on the road. It's more important on the road because you get very few opportunities on the road to go to the free throw line. We got the second one. Kane draws the foul on Kenyon, and that'll be the first on Jason. 1 foul apiece for both teams. Linehan will inbounds at far side. In the back court side of the half court. Linehan will lob it to Kane. Kane, nice in-step, going to go right to the hoop, leave it there for the middle, and it's kicked out. And Kenyon is going to come away with it to the hoop, using the basket to shield the defender, puts it up and in, and Jason has 4 points.
That's the second steal for Kenyon, and capitalizing and making a layup each time off that steal.
Forward tried to get Pisha under the basket, and it goes out of bounds, and we have a timeout on the court. 4-point lead for the Climbers. I believe that's the biggest lead of the night for either team.
Yes.
But the biggest lead for Shelton, as they're up 4 in the third. Played just over 2 minutes here in the third quarter, Jerry.
Yeah, first time out of the second half, and this is awarded to Auburn Riverside.
Yeah, they're going to take it. They needed it. Getting a little out of control.
Yeah.
Back-to-back, turnovers here. I have, 8 on them, and 2 in the quarter, leading to points for Shelton, if I got that count right.
You're correct on the 8 turnovers for Riverside, and the HIghclimbers have not had a turnover yet in this half.
I thought that last ball went off of the Ravens, but obviously went off the Climbers.
Huh.
Unless they're trying to pull something over on everybody, but Linehan will inbound it from the baseline. Bounce it in to Ramirez. Ramirez, one dribble up to Kane. Kane will spread it out, set the offense. Gonna drive, pull-up jumper at the foul line. Oh, sweet form, Jerry.
Yeah, he's got a nice touch.
HIghclimbers quickly the other way. That's Ty Thompson getting it to Caleb Hitzman, and Hitzman will set the play to Ty at the foul line. He's in the key. Throw it in the corner, Casey Badillo-Brown. Dribbles out, up top to Kenyon. Kenyon over to Hitzman. Cross court to Badillo-Brown for 3. And it's off the back of the iron. And Linehan with a rebound. Linehan with a rebound. Up to Kane. Kane down to Ramirez on the little alley-oop.
Who got the basket, Ramirez?
Ramirez, 32 all.
Kane the assist.
Down to Jonker on the baseline. Shuffles it to Kenyon, cutting to the hoop, puts it up a little hard off the backboard. Drew the foul on the Ravens, however.
Nice pass by Jonker.
That'll be on Tyler Pisha. This is 4th. And here comes Spashati up off the Raven bench. Kenyon's free throw. Pisha will sit down on the substitution with 4 fouls. I just noticed something, Jerry, that doesn't look like the Ravens are very deep as Kenyon missed the second free throw. Linehan with a rebound.
They're about 7 deep.
It doesn't even look like they're that deep tonight. Pull-up jumper at the top, and that's a wild miss. Quickly up to Thompson. Thompson stutter steps, put it up short. Hitzman with the rebound, tried to hook it in the middle, and it's knocked out of bounds off of White, and went right across the body of a white jersey. The referee did not see that. Coach Pringle doesn't believe it. It happened in front of him either. Oh, inbounds to Kane in backcourt. That's what you call the home court advantage there, Jerry.
Yeah.
Ramirez with it, steps across midcourt, throws it to forward. Forward beyond the 3-point arc. Back to Kane. Kenyon trying to force him to the left. That'd be Kane. Oh my. They're going to get Zach Jonker for a foul, and he can't believe that call. I can't believe that call either. He was standing there. Yeah, it's 3 on Zach. So Gall and Ald will step on. Badillo-Brown and Thompson will sit down. Jonker's still out there.
Yeah, amazing.
Forward inbounds it from the right of the backboard. Going to lob it up top to Linehan. Linehan will throw it to Ramirez. Ramirez fakes the 3, steps inside the arc, lobs it to Kane. Kane open for 3. Rattled out. Rebound goes to forward. Up fakes, puts it up and in. Now that's the first basket for Javon, Jerry. Gall will pull up but an 18-footer off the mark. Rebound goes to Spashati, up to Kane, goes to the hoop, it popped out. Gall with the rebound, up to Hitzman. Hitzman kick it to Ald. Ald for 3 with a man in his face, it goes in.
Two-pointer? Yeah.
There's a 3.
3, okay.
I got it down as a 3.
Yep.
2-point lead for the Climbers.
Kane slowing the pace down, crossing mid-court, gets it over to forward. Forward drives baseline, lowered the shoulder, puts it up and in. No whistle, no call. And there's some chipping going on there, and a steal by Kane. Kane going to go to the hoop. Jonker was there, no whistle again, and that goes in. Wow, no, the whistles are not coming out tonight, Jerry.
No, they're not.
And Jonker seems to be a little bit hurt, and then Climbers throw it away. They're down 2 now.
How many turnovers do you have on Shelton?
I have 9 now, I think. Could be one more. Let's see, Jonker's going to sit down, and he's very frustrated. Forward is in his head. Badillo Brown is back out there. And it's going to be a timeout by the Climbers. Coach Pringle wants to gather his troops up here as things are starting to get a little out of hand for his team, and a wise timeout. And Zach Jonkers is walking behind the bench, Jerry.
Yeah, he's upset.
Well, he's upset because Forward is just having his way with him at least the last couple of times. And there was a collision where Jonker took the charge, tried to take the charge.
Yeah.
Forward knocked him over, right?
I didn't think that last call should have been on Jonker.
Here's the thing. Jonker is on the floor.
Yeah.
Forward's trying to step over him. There's some contact there. And that is what's gotten into Zach's head, I think, at this point.
Yeah.
He's a little frustrated with the play of Forward.
He'll be fine. Coach is talking to him right now. He'll cool down. Shelton had a 4-point lead about a minute and a half ago.
Yeah.
And now the Ravens are 2 points ahead.
38-36, 3 minutes to go, third quarter. Ravens ball with the lead. Forward's going to look the court over and get it into Kane. Still in backcourt. The Climbers are going full court press. I'm really impressed with Julius Kane, Jerry.
Yeah, he's a very smooth ball player.
And then there's a foul on Jason Kenyon. That'll be 2 on him, 3 on the Climbers.
And he's picked up both of those this quarter.
So we have one referee doing most of the whistling here. Forward gets it into Ramirez. Hook it to the middle. That's Linehan will get up to Forward. Forward looking for Kane. Stops on the dribble, finds Linehan. Linehan out to Forward. And we'll get it to Kane. Kane will set the offense again with 20 on the shot clock. Over goes to Linehan. Down it goes to Forward. Forward backing down. Shuffles into the middle. Hook falls off. Rebound stolen away by Forward, but then Hitzman takes it right back. There's Gall. Gall out to Ald. Ald for 3, opposite corner. It spins in.
And let's see now if this confidence can build and he'll continue to make some threes. He's a good 3-point shooter.
Forward going to drive to the hoop, cut off, kick it out to Ramirez. Ramirez for 3 in the far corner and missed it. Forward to the rebound. Back to Ramirez. He's got a guy in his face. Ooh, nice up fake, or nice ball fake. Finds Kane. Kane up top. Forward for 3 at the top. It goes in.
One thing I've noticed about Riverside, they really continue to move without the ball on offense.
Hitzman with a nice up fake for 3. Step by the defense, missed the shot. All with the putback, came up short. Kenyon couldn't get that one back. And here is Kane. Kane going to drive. Throw it out the corner. Ramirez, far corner 3. Yes! And that is a... What are they saying here? Yeah, that's the biggest lead of the night of 5.
Yep. How many points does Ramirez have now? He's the leading scorer?
I would believe so. I am down for 16.
Yeah. That's what I have him for.
Kenyon skipping to the foul line, jumps in the middle of the paint, puts it up over the big man who dropped in. How did he get that one in there, Jerry?
Well,
sure will. 3-point lead for the Ravens. Kane with the ball. Leaves it to the baseline. Linehan got away with a walk. Out it goes to Ramirez. Ramirez extends over Hitzman. That's a 3 that rimmed off. Rebound goes to Kenyon for Shelton. Quickly up to Hitzman, up the far side. Gonna skip to the foul line. Finds the cutter, Casey Badillo Brown. Missed the shot, but drew the foul.
Nice pass by Hitzman.
I was thinking he was going to the hoop, and I think everybody but Casey was thinking he was going to the hoop, too.
Out.
Yeah. So Linehan picked up his second personal, third team foul on the Ravens. Casey Badillo-Brown, 5 points. 3 for 3 now at the free throw line, give him 6 points. I was going to say it before, but not that I have any jinxing power. Hitzman will sit down, and Noah Benson will step on for the Climbers. So it's Ald, Kenyon, Badillo-Brown, Gall, and Benson on the court for Shelton. Badillo-Brown got them both.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4 from the foul line.
7 points and a 1-point lead for the Ravens. Walks back in there for the Ravens. He's running point over to forward. Ooh, nice move. Right to the hoop. Missed the shot, and there's a whistle. They're going to call Jason Kenyon for that one, I believe, by his reaction. But I thought the whistle was really quick. Okay, that makes more sense. The foul went on Badillo-Brown.
Okay.
Forward just blew right by him. I think Casey got him with the body after from behind. Jason Kenyon was in great position, but I think the first foul takes precedence. So
yes,
Javon Forward, 2 free throws. That's 1 for 2 for him, and he has 6 points. All in this quarter, by the way. Get one more free throw. Got them both. 3-point lead for the Ravens. Benson for 3 in the corner. That one rimmed off. Rebound pulled down by Linehan. Linehan will hand it off to Walks, and here come the Ravens. Ooh. Kenyon with almost another steal there.
Yep.
Over to forward. Forward overplayed by Badillo-Brown. He'll poke it away up to Benson to Kenyon. Kenyon puts it up short. Ald with the rebound and the putback. Oh, they're going to get a delay of game warning on the Climbers.
They're not handing the ball to the.
Thank you.
He throws the ball. He's funny.
1-point lead for the Ravens. They have the ball at the shot. Ooh, almost went in at the buzzer. So we're through with 3 quarters. Ravens up again by 1, or still by 1. 46-45. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter from Auburn Riverside High School.
He has to do that at least twice a game.
First time I tried biking, and it was laying around my mom's house. I didn't know they'd be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
We're back for the start of the 4th quarter. Climbers will have it, trail by 1, 46-45. They have Ald, Hitzman, Thompson, Gall, and Benson. Thompson at the foul line. Draws a double team out to Hitzman. Hitzman over to Gall. Gall drive baseline. Going to put a runner, or actually a pass to Thompson up and in.
Nice assist by Gall, and nice basket by Thompson.
1-point lead for the Climbers now. Ravens have the ball. There's forward. Kick it to the corner. Spashati throws it to forward in the middle. Too far under. Throw out nearly stolen away by Hitzman. Forward comes away with it. Spashati finds Walks. 3 at the top. Rimmed off and out of bounds. That'll be Climber ball. Caleb Hitzman brings it up, center of the court. Over to All, takes the three. Yes!
Oh! His second three
his second or is
of this half.
Okay. I've got him an extra three in there, but that's okay. I'm sure you're right. Forward's going to bring it across the timeline. Kick to Ramirez, answering for three. That's a short. Rebound goes to Linehan. Out to Spashati. He'll fake the shot. Forward, trying to get by Thompson. Drives in the middle. Kick it out. Ramirez fakes the three. Runner going to get Thompson with a foul. That'll be Tice first, if I'm right. So let me say, does Noah Benson have a three?
He does not.
He does not. Okay. So that was right. So I think that Ald has 3 threes.
Okay. You could be very right.
I'm not sure, though.
We'll check the...
First free throw goes in.
I think it was only his second one this half.
Well, I have to add it up on.
Yeah, when we
I'll
add it up,
circle
we'll
that
find
three
out.
there and
Okay.
make sure that when I add up the scores, see what we have. Ramirez's second free throw goes in. 2-point lead for the Climbers. They have the ball. Benson for three, far side. That's short. Rebound. Thompson scoops it up and in. Ty's just cleaning up everything, Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
When he's out there. A little limited tonight.
Yeah.
So you got Kane and Walks on the court for the first time together, I believe. Ramirez to Walks. Walks lost the handle. Now he'll get it to Ramirez. There's forward. Forward to hand it off to Kane with 15 on the shot clock. There's Walks in the corner. Trying to get it to forward. Back out to Walks. Walks for three. Yes. That's Palmy's second basket of the evening, and it's a 1-point lead again for the Climbers. Benson trying to answer for three in the corner. That's off. Ald is going to be called with a foul, I believe. So it's 5 fouls on the Shelton HIghclimbers. And Tyler Ald has 3.
Yeah.
Jason Kenyon quickly into the ball game, actually. He's going to go get Ald. Wait a minute. No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who sat down? Oh, Benson sat down. And there's going to be a foul for something on Hitzman. This is a little... Oh, it's a technical foul on...
Yeah, it's a technical.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a technical.
That does go down as a personal. That's 3 on Hitzman. And is it Kane taking the shots? Missed the first one. He'll get one more.
You think it was something he said, or?
Well, you know, there's been a lot of contact and a lot of, I'm going to say, borderline unsportsmanlike conduct from both teams, but here in this quarter, it's been more from the Shelton players as Kane hit the second technical free throw. Tie ball game. And we have a timeout by the Climbers. 5:53 to go in the ball game, all knotted up at 53. We'll be right back.
If you love them enough to relearn math so you can teach them math, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Well, 5:53 to go here in the ball game, Jerry. 52-52. Technical free throws, 1 of 2 by Julius Kane, tied the ball game up. But you've got foul trouble by several HIghclimbers. You've got Jonker with 3, Ald with 3, Hitzman with 3, Bidio Brown with 3. It's like shades of a week ago,
Well,
Jerry, a little bit.
You just got to keep your cool
right
here in the fourth quarter. And I believe the Shelton HIghclimbers can win. You know, it's very important.
Inbounds goes to Kane in back court, guarded by Hitzman. Throw it over to Walks. Walks down to forward. Forward going to go into the paint. Out to Linehan. Long two. Missed the shot, and there should be a foul on Kane. I believe he was the guy there. Knocking over Hitzman. Yep, that'll be 4. Or that'll be a foul on. It's 2 on Kane, excuse me. 14 fouls on the Ravens. 5:40 to go in the ball game, all tied up. Kenyon will be guarded by Kane. Speeds by him. Over goes to Ald. Ald to Thompson. Thompson out to Hitzman. Now to Kenyon. Kenyon drives in, leaves it for Thompson out to Hitzman. Over to Gall. Gall for 3. Nope. Rebound Ald. Ald dribbles out beyond the three-point arc. Reset the offense for the Climbers to Kenyon. Kenyon kicks it over to Ald, and that's going to be called a kicked ball. And that'll go down as a turnover, Jerry.
Yep, it will.
5:16 to go in the ball game. 52-52. Forward will get it into Kane. Kane working in his backcourt. One-on-one with Hitzman. Trying to force him to the left, Jerry. They've been doing this all night.
Yeah. Good defense, you know.
Over to the side to forward. Triple team. Forward pulls out and hand it off to Walks. Walks has got, Ramirez is wide open here in the corner on the opposite side. There's Kane. Kane kicked it off of his foot out of bounds. So it's going to be back and forth on the turnovers, and we're stuck at 52.
One thing you've said, the pace is a lot faster this half.
I don't know if that works into either team's advantage. It's got a little moisture down on the court. They're trying to mop up here.
Well, looking at the score, it hasn't been an advantage for either team.
When they were running, it was been exciting. The pace starts to slow down, and I'm almost tempted to think that the slower pace favors the Ravens because they can set their offense and let their shooters get off the screens.
And their offense, I like their offense. Everybody is moving.
Kenyon brings it up. Hitzman, there's Ty Thompson's going to attack, put it up. Man in, and the forward had a hand on that. I don't know how Ty got it to fall in, Jerry.
Well, he has a very big knack for making them, I'll tell you that.
Kane get it to forward. Over to Walks. Walks back and forth on the dribble. Was guarded by Ald. Draws the double team. Forward has it now, one-on-one with Thompson. Finds Kane. Kane, he's guarded by Hitzman. He'll drive right to the hoop. He'll leave it in the middle. It'll roll all the way out to forward. Forward to the side of the paint. Kick it to the corner. Kane for 3. Yes! Here comes Ty Thompson attacking the hoop again. Draws the foul. On whom?
Looks like Linehan.
Yeah, you might be right there. Let's see what the referee calls here. Oh, actually, it's going to go on Ramirez, his second.
Oh, wow.
So Ty Thompson's at the free throw line. Again, he's got to hit the free throws. And he didn't. That's not doing it, Ty.
Ramirez must have fouled him before.
The shots in the, yeah. Second one off the mark. Rebound. Forward comes away with it. Finds Kane. Kane to the foul line. Kick at the corner. Walks. Nope, I didn't. Yeah, I thought he was going to take that 3, Jerry. And how do you get a bump foul on? Nope, it's going to be a push off. I didn't see that either. Very interesting, Jerry.
And that goes.
Had to go on Walks, his first.
Yeah.
1 point lead for the Ravens. HIghclimbers with the ball. 55-54 is the score. Oh, a steal by Kane. Just ripped that one away. Hesitates. Going to bump into body. He's going to run over Jason Kenyon. So that'll be 3 on Kane. So 55-54 still our score. Jason Kenyon with the ball. for the Climbers. Over to Hitzman, to Ty Thompson. Back out to Hitzman. Hitzman directing some traffic, throws it to Kenyon. Kenyon down to the side of the paint. There's Ty Thompson. Get it back out to Hitzman. Hitzman had it poked out.
Yeah, I thought there was a foul there.
Down it goes to Ty Thompson. Splits a double team, stripped of the ball, knocked out of bounds. Then they're going to say it went off of Thompson.
Kenyon does an excellent job of passing the ball. Uses the bounce pass a lot.
3:18 to go in the ball game. The Ravens have the ball in the lead by 1. Kane with it in back court, guarded by Hitzman. Just pushed off Hitzman. Not with anything really of a thing. Just kind of like you're swatting a fly. Ramirez, top of the key for 3 with defense in his face. Missed it. Thompson with the rebound. He'll put it on the floor. Here he comes. Quickly up to Kenyon. Kenyon down to Gall. Gall up to the hoop and in. Tyler with only his first basket and 3 points tonight.
Who got the assist on that?
It was Kenyon.
Kenyon again, yes.
Ramirez to forward and back court. Javon will bring it up. It's top of the key. Looking for Walks. Finds Walks. Walks gets the screen by forward and he'll reset. Now Kane has it at midcourt. Guarded by Hitzman. And, I don't know how that's a turnover on Kane. He must have done something, slipped a foot before he, I don't know. I don't know what that call was either.
Yeah, I don't either.
So we have a timeout on the court. Is this a full? It's a full timeout. So we'll step aside. 2:29 to go in the ball game. Shelton up 1, 56-55.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
2:29 to go here in the ball game. Shelton High Climbers up 56-55 on the Auburn Riverside Ravens. The Climber ball coming out of the timeout. Badillo Brown back out there. Kenyon, Hitzman, Gall, and Thompson. For the Ravens, you've got Walks, Kane, Ramirez, Linehan, and forward. Kenyon will throw it over to Badillo Brown. He'll fake the 3. I don't think Casey will take that shot. Finds Gall at the foul line. He'll dribble out and back it goes to cross court. Quick passes down to Thompson. Thompson to the hoop. Can't get that one to fall in. Rebound poked out, and Ramirez comes up with it. Finds Linehan. Linehan will get it to forward. Here come the Ravens, trailing by 1. Hand it off to Kane. Kane steps back. Oh, he's just got so many moves. Fadeaway doesn't fall. Gall with the rebound up to Hitzman. Hitzman quickly up to Badillo Brown, overthrew him, and Kane comes away with it. Lob it over to Ramirez. He'll fake the 3, drives baseline. Pull-up jumper. No. Rebound Gall. Bump but no whistle. Finds Kenyon, slowing the pace down a little bit. 1:39 and counting. 1 point lead for Shelton. Climbers have the ball. High post feed to Thompson, out to Badillo Brown. He'll fake the 3, get it back to Kenyon, back to Thompson. Thompson out to Gall. Gall over to Kenyon. Kenyon resets the play, 14 on the shot clock.
Good
over
patience.
to
Good patience.
Badillo Brown, quickly out. Hitzman for 3. That's off. Rebound Ramirez.
Good ball movement by the Shelton High Climbers. Unfortunately, not able to cash in on that one.
Ramirez brings it across the timeline, hands it off to Kane. Kane working at the midcourt, calling out the play. Throw it to the top, nearly steal. There's Ramirez for 3. He's open, and he rimmed that one short. Rebound. Linehan comes away with it, then lost it, then gathers it up. Badillo Brown poked it out. Stays with the Ravens. Whew. 1 point lead. 50.6 seconds to go in the ball game. Full timeout call. We'll be right back.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, from craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions. This award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Well, 50.6 seconds to go in the ball game. Ravens have the ball, baseline inbounds, trailing by 1. Linehan will inbounds it, lob it into the top. Stolen away by Hitzman. Hitzman hits the deck, and that's going to be a foul. I'm not sure where the foul came from, Jerry.
Well, he fell on him. A couple people thought it was a
travel. Well, usually when you hit the deck with the ball and you're rolling on the ground, that is usually a travel, regardless of whether you get. Let's see, the foul went on Kane. That's 4 on him. At the free throw line for 1-1 is Caleb Hitzman. He'll hit it.
Well, like I said, the foul shots are so important right now.
2-point lead for the High Climbers. 47.9 seconds to go. 57-55 is the score. Kenyon with another, Hitzman with another free throw. That one goes in.
Good. 1-1. That's important.
Right. 18 fouls on the Ravens, 7 on the Climbers. Every whistle will send somebody to the free throw line. Oh boy. Kane hands it off forward to Pisha back out at there. First time in a while. There's forward for 3 at the top. Rimmed off, rebound. Kenyon lost it. Linehan comes away with it. There's going to be a whistle on Kenyon, I believe. Nope, it's going to be on Linehan. Yeah,
I think
wow.
It's going to be on Linehan.
Wow. Yeah, you're right, Jerry.
Well, he did push him inside there.
That's 3 on him, and now Jason Kenyon. Is it going to be Jason Kenyon shooting? I think yes, it is. He has a 1-in-1, 30.2 seconds to go in the ball game. Jason, 1 for 3 I have. Free throw line. Missed it. Here comes Walks. Quickly to forward. Timeout called. 23.7 seconds to go in the ball game. 3-point lead for the Climbers. Ravens will have it when we come back. We'll be right back.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
23.7 seconds to go in this ball game. Ravens will have the ball coming out of the timeout. Shelton High Climbers have a 3-point lead. So you got Walks, Kane forward, Linehan, and Kane. Wait a minute. Linehan forward. Oh, Ramirez. That's the 5th player on the court.
And I'm assuming that they're going to go for a 3-point shot.
I think they're going to run something through Kane. No, I was going to say Ramirez, actually. Walks has the ball. Over to forward. Forward back to Walks. Throw it down. Oh, boy.
Very costly turnover for Riverside.
They were looking for Kane in the corner. Kane slipped. And how many turnovers do you have on the Ravens? I have 13, 14, 13.
Well, I have 7 this half. And
that's 13.
Okay. That's what happens when you do a score sheet per half.
Sheets, yeah. Inbounds goes to Thomas, and Thompson couldn't handle it, and it's tied up by Gall, but it goes over to the Ravens. 11.7 seconds to go in the game.
And it'll be, what do we have here? Jump ball, that stays with the Ravens. You know, this is kind of the way the Climbers season has gone. Really tight, close games, aside from the,
but
the recent ones.
They have learned how to win these close games this year.
Walks with it. Stops on the dribble, finds Kane. Kane takes the three at the top for the tie, and then he comes up short. Thomas with the rebound. Thompson, excuse me, with the rebound, and they'll run out the clock. Oh, wow, this is a really good win for the High Climbers, 58-55. They pulled this one out. We'll take a timeout.
And discouraging, you know, for this is a repeat of what Auburn has done. They can't win the close ones, but good job, High Climbers.
All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the final statistics of this ball game, and hopefully Coach Pringle will make his way up, and we'll talk to him about this one. 58-55 final score. The High Climbers pull it out. We'll be right back.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
They gave me Vicodin after my knee surgery. I didn't know it would be this addictive. I didn't know how far I'd go to get more.
Opioid dependence can happen after just 5 days. Know the truth, spread the truth.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From craft bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop in for Sunday brunch or call to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Well, it's a final here at Auburn Riverside. Shelton HIghclimbers come in and pull out a three-point win, 58-55. And they did it behind Ty Thompson. He had 19 points. Let's see here. Tyler Auld, I have finished with 12. 7 for Jason Kenyon, 7 for Casey Badillo-Brown, 3 for Kyler Gall, excuse me. Basket for Noah Benson, and Caleb Hitzman has 5 points. For the Ravens in the loss, Dan Ramirez finished with 18 points, Julius Kane 13, 7 for Javon Forward, 6 for Cole Lenahan, and Kwame Walks finished with 5. I want to make sure my math is right here. Let's see, 28, 33. As Jerry quickly goes through his additions there.
Yeah.
I'll make sure I've got some other 21, 31. Yep, I actually have that right, Jerry. I was given 3 points to somebody that I guess didn't have a 3. So, do you need more time, Jerry, or do you have some?
I do need about another minute.
Okay. So the climbers are in the locker room, I assume, because I don't see anybody here. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back with some more statistics. The Shelton HIghclimbers improved to 7-1 on the season, knocking off the Auburn Riverside Ravens on the road tonight. We will be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of you, I felt wanted and not alone in this world.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included, and I knew that I was going to be okay.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe. Think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging?
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
Well, it's a final here at Auburn Riverside High School. The Shelton HIghclimbers knock off the Ravens by a final score of 58-55. Jerry Apple here with a few more statistics.
Sure. Let's start with Shelton. Shelton shot 48 times from the field and made 19 of those attempts. I have them down for 14 turnovers.
Yeah, it's about that.
What did you have?
Yeah, that matches what I have, yes.
Okay. Foul shooting was 9. Made 9 attempts out of, made 9 out of 19 attempts. Just below 50%. Auburn Riverside shot 44 times, made 18, and they were they really cooled off in the second half. Let's see, second half they made 4 out of 14 or 7 out of 24 from the three-point area. Ramirez shot, has a nice touch.
Yes, he does.
He shot 11 times from the three-point area, and in the second half he cooled off. And when he cooled off, that hurt. That hurt Auburn Riverside, I thought, a lot. They did make 10 of 14 attempts from the foul line, which is fairly close to 70%, which is good. Turnovers were even almost for both teams. Auburn Riverside made a couple key errors at the end, couple turnovers. They had a set play for Kane to come off to the corner off of a screen, and the pass didn't make it to him.
Right, he slipped. Couldn't get to the position he was supposed to be in. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't go to him a little bit more with the in the second half. Although he only hit 1 of 4 from the three-point area. But player of the game, I'm going to give it to two people.
Okay.
Definitely Ty. And like you said tonight, Ty was a little bit limited on the amount of time that he got to play.
Mm-hmm.
And he did very well, as he always does. He seems to find a way to be able to lay it in, scoop it or go over.
Find a hole somewhere.
Find a hole some way. And he uses the backboard so well on his 2-point attempts inside. Shelton just needs to work a little bit more on their foul shooting. Their turnovers were a little higher tonight than they were against North Thurston, but still not too bad. I think they made 14 compared to 25 against Timberline.
Right.
But the foul shooting, they got to work on that, especially in close games, especially when you have one-on-one situations. Do we play? Now we play in a tournament next week.
We'll get into that in a minute, unless you have anything else to.
I don't really.
Okay.
I don't really. I hope Auburn Riverside can bounce back a little bit in league because they have lost a lot of close games. And Shelton this year has found a way to win the close games.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of them for that. That's good. They got a winning spirit. Good for them.
They figure it out. So next up for Shelton, they open play in the Fort Vancouver Holiday Tournament next Thursday. They will play among other teams, North Creek, Kent Lake, Fort Vancouver, some teams out of Oregon, I'm told. Over the 3 days, Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, will be broadcasting some of the games from the tournament, probably Friday and Saturday. Don't know just yet. Just keep it tuned.
Right.
Keep checking back at MasonWebTV.com. For that, Auburn Riverside will be holding their own tournament next week.
Oh.
I can't remember I think Skyline was one of the teams that they're going to take on in that tournament. Let's see here. As you mentioned, when we'll do that. Next broadcast from home is Capital on
Friday, January the 4th.
The 4th, yeah. We discussed it on the way here. So that will pretty much do it from us here tonight at Auburn Riverside High School. My thanks to Jerry Apple for his help, as always. Final again, Shelton 58, Auburn Riverside 55.
And I want to wish everybody a good Christmas and good holidays, and hopefully you'll get a chance to listen in next week when we head down to Fort Vancouver.
All right. Thanks, Jerry. We will talk to you next week.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life, and Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.